Hi guys, this is Kes. Today I'm gonna answer some of your questions that you guys left on YouTube. For sure in the future I will add questions from other social platforms like Facebook and Twitter, all those things. Today I'm gonna answer to a lot of you that were questioning me during all this time that I was saying that I will answer you in video, I will answer you in video. So here's the time. This is my answers in video for all Simian Liners out there that questioned me and sent me questions here on YouTube on the channel, and that I wanted really hard to give an answer, but I didn't have the correct way, because when you type it's not the same thing. So here's the answers that I decided to put in a video, and I'll do more videos. So this is just a series of videos that I will answer a lot of your questions when I find the question really important that probably will serve a lot of people. First question comes from, I don't know the name, MS Kim Granado, and he asks, I have it on both hands. I feel like I'm emotional bipolar. So this is a really important question, because a lot of you ask and comment and say that, oh, I feel really weird, I don't know why, maybe it's because I have this line. The truth is that yes, part of it it's because you have the line, because the line kind of exponentiates every feelings to a different sort of level in terms of in size, so it increases all sort of emotional traits or characteristics. So yes, it does have an emotional downsize, but it can also be a good thing, because that strength that is a little bit extra, it can be used also for good things and creative and positive and rewarding instead of down ones, you know what I mean? So yes, it can be, you can be affected by it, but once you understand how to deal with that sort of gift that you were given, maybe you'll start to understand better and functioning better in terms of emotionally speaking, which is my area, because I'm a really emotional person. So yes, once you try to use more logic regarding the way you focus on things, I believe it may work a lot better when it comes to the emotional disruptiveness that you may feel. I hope that answered a little bit, and I hope you can see my videos as well, because I talk about this a lot. So, and yes, that's it. So next question, I'm gonna see what's the next one. And next question is from Jacob Bear. So he says, I have one Simian line on my left hand, so it's same as me, and everyone I know doesn't have one. Oh, this is a good one as well, because not everyone has this line. I've seen a lot of comments and people, oh, it's not that uncommon. After all, there's 10% of people in Native America, in South America or South America, I believe. I believe it was South American, that someone saw that 10% of people there have this trait, but still it's not a common one, because I've seen a lot of reports and studies. I saw one or two sentences of studies regarding the amount of people with this line, and yes, it's rare, especially like I said, this is the most common one, this is less, and on both it's even rarer. So yes, not everyone has this line. This is a trait, a very characteristic trait. It's not, put it this way, if it was common, doctors nowadays wouldn't look at child's hands when they are born. It's not just because there's a lot of questionings regarding this line, because if Down syndrome this is one of their characteristics, and autism, and on simians, on monkeys, so where's the connection between us and them, and how does that go to an extreme opposite where syndromes can be really hard to deal with, and on the other side there are people who talk about being geniuses and a lot of things. So not everyone has this. It's a rare condition. It's not a condition, I'm sorry, it's a rare trait. So if you don't know much about it, just check my videos or read other people's comments and other channels on Facebook, on YouTube, and yeah, I'm going for a search for answers. So if you want, you can just take a ride and come with us here on this channel. So next question. Oh, this is a big one. This one comes from Music Heals Me. Okay, I believe that's the point. Music Heals Me, and he says, he or her says, very cool, thanks. I've been accused of being I've been accused of being or having a mental disorder, personality disorder thing. I think it was due to my going full force into projects and how I am not obsessive but really dig into subjects I'm interested in. Oh, that reminds me something that I was saying on some video before. I was once hired to research things because if it was something I liked, I'd really get some great research done. I work in anesthesia now, and that's perfect for me as it's an concentrated field, very concentrated. Okay, I get it. I hear you. I can see where you're going. I'm a double liner, so this work you show explains a lot of what has happened in my life. I like you get deep into projects. Also, when I walk into a group, I can sense stuff. I'm very hypersensitive to groups and even locations. Oh my God! I'm reading your words. It's like listening to my own self talking. Thanks for your videos. This explains a lot of why I've been different my whole life, but very successful. Albeit, he must have meant although alone most of it. Okay, so this is very interesting. Thank you so much, Music Heals Me, because music does heal people. At least it helps. So yes, this could be some sentence I would write for sure. I can understand about you being alone, because once you go too deep into a subject, like I said, you got sort of independent. So you, whether you like it or not, once you dig deep into a subject, the road is just for you, and that's the only road that you're looking at. So nothing in the sides will, take your attention from it, and that can have a payoff, a negative payoff of you being alone. But what I suggest, if you don't take it in a bad way, is for you to connect with others that are like you on the same area. So when you need to connect, you connect on the same subject. You don't feel that disruptiveness. At least they will understand you, and they will, for sure know for themselves, okay, he's like that, so we know when there's the point where you can enter for him to stay sane, for him or her, I don't know your gender, but for you to stay sane, you know what I mean? Because you need people in the long run. Listen, you can be a genius, you can be really hardworking, but if you go on the path alone all the time, all that success will have a downside at some point, and it will be as big as the amount of years that you spend working on it. You know what I mean? So please focus right now that in order for the machine to keep running, it needs other sorts of fuels, and you need to work on that. So that's my suggestion to you. Work on that source of fuel, otherwise your machine will run out. So thank you so much. This is a very important subject that you just mentioned, and I hope a lot of you that are reading this can connect, and I don't know, in a lot of ways. There's a lot of ways to connect, like music. So next question comes from Jerick Pex, and he says, I am an obsessive person. I am an obsessive person. I'm really sad of myself. So yes, this is not okay. So you're obsessive, but what sort of obsessive are you? Like I said in a lot of videos, there's a lot of types of obsessions, and I would put it like this: there's good obsessions and bad obsessions, and when it interferes with your life being running fluid, if it interrupts that fluidness, that's a negative obsession. Does it make sense for you? For example, you're working, but if you need to step out of work to give time to that obsession, that's a negative one. If that obsession is stopping you from evolving, from having connections, that's a negative one. So, and if those negative ones are a lot of them, then I would suggest for you to see some sort of or psychologist, psychoanalyst, something like that, because there's maybe something underneath to fix in order for you to just step out of it. You know what I mean? So, what sort of obsessive are you? But if you're saying I'm really sad of myself, I assume that you have the notion within you. So you know those behaviors. You can see it like pictures. So you can see yourself doing it on and being on that sort of stage. So what I would suggest is probably it's more in a mindset that you're working on. That's why you're feeling sad. See, because you're thinking about it's a mindset thing. It's not a physical thing, it's a mindset. So you probably, I don't know if you're a Simian Liner or not, but if you have people around you that are Simian Liners, they will understand this. You need to reset yourself. You need a shake, you need something like that, you know what I mean? So what sort of obsessive are you? And if one option it's very doable and the other you need quite a little bit of help and you need stability to do that, okay? So that's, and you can always hang in here and keep talking with people and know more about you if that's your path, okay? So thank you for commenting. Next one is called Indian humor, and I love humor and I love India, so you know that's perfect. So nice nice avatar. He or she, this channel says, hello, I have also Simian Line on right hand here. Love you, sir, and I have a question. Simian Line are considered good or bad? Okay, thank you so much for the question. Thank you so much. I love you as well. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for participating. Thank you for interacting and connecting. And that's for me very important. I would like each and every one of you to do the same. And with me, this is for me part of my fuel. You see what I mean? If one of my keys in life is to find answers, I need your backup in order for me not to be alone and not to feel alone. So Simian lines are considered good or bad. Simian lines are just a trait that you get. It doesn't define who you are. So like everything in life, the way you go through your life, it's just your choice. Which side of life do you want to go? Do you want to go this way or that way? The Simian line will follow you, whether it's one way or the other. But if the level of happiness can be achieved with Simian line in one way, the level of unhappiness can be achieved as well. So if Simian lines have some sort of increased characteristics, you can see this being increased and this as well. So which side of you? Which side are you? That's the question. Which side are you? Thank you for the question. I hope it answered your doubts. So next one is called Precious Mild. Sorry, my pronunciations and my understanding of nicknames. So she or he says, I have both Simian lines on my hand, but I think it's just unique because people call it rare. Again, see, this is a typical question. Not typical, I would say this is a very common question that a lot of people, ask. This is unique and this is rare, and people say it's rare. But what is it? You see? So just for you to know that this is rare, it doesn't really give you any input or what you can do or what knowledge with the knowledge what you can do with it. You know what I mean? So yes, thank you for commenting. So next question is Randy Manuel. So Manuel is a very Portuguese name. Hey, hi Randy. He says, hello, I have Simian lines on both of my hands. I am I am only in our family who has this type of palm. From Philippines. Hello Philippines, how are you guys? Hope you guys are doing well. I know that in Philippines there's a lot of people with this line. Don't ask me why, because I didn't went there yet, but I know there's a lot of people in Philippines. And I know that for you the guys there, spirituality is also in a very high level. So he says, I am the only one in our family. Yes, this is a genetic trait, but it's like twins. For example, another person can have them, and the next generation may not have it, and the other may not have it, and suddenly it appears again. So it's sort of like this Simian line. This genetic trait or characteristic, it's genetic, but it doesn't need to follow that specific route of one and the other and the other. So it can just bumps and jumps a little bit of on generations, but it's a genetic trace for sure. And I'll talk more about that sort of thing because, like I said, my mother has it, and a lot of people, they just don't know who's on the background of their family it used to have. So next question. So this is Lockers Greg, and Lockers Greg says, I have a Simian line on my right hand. I don't know anyone with one, and I have a lot of questions. I don't quite understand the meaning of it and its purpose. Could you help me understand it more, please, if possible? Well, Lockers Greg, I will tell you the same that I told our friend before. Let me see. I told the same as Jen. Please check my videos. This is a channel more focused on this sort of subjects. There's a lot of people here and friends that I call friends, and you're already a friend here. So just interact with others that are like you for sure. Whether it's one hand or the other or both, they are like you, and you can maybe get more enlightened and see my videos. And if you have any questions more specifically, just comment down below. Make the question and I'll answer in another video, okay? So next question. Kadir 10. Kadir 10 said, when will you send new videos for Simian Line? Okay, so new videos, nowadays I'm gonna post more. I think I'm doing it, guys. I told you guys that I would be posting more. I want to keep this strength, because trust me, sometimes you need it, because I'm thinking like this, oh my god, I'm putting myself out there so much, talking about things that are not common, you know what I mean? It's not something that makes me comfortable, but it's something that when I do it I feel well. But while doing it, I always think twice, how should I stop doing this? I don't know, but now I'm doing it. I'm at least once a week I would like to post, so you guys would have a little bit of me once a week, a little bit of my comments and my opinions, and so we can talk. And yeah, that's it. If you like the videos that you're watching, just leave a like. I would appreciate that, because it meant that people enjoyed what they saw and that I should continue. So please, if you can, do that, and I would appreciate it. Thank you. Next one. SMM says, I'm from Kolkata, India. I have Simian lines on both my hands. I'm curious to what does it signify. Could you kindly help me out? Well, SMM, don't forget that I told this before to you guys. Well, to you guys that keep asking about what is it, please first see the videos first, so you can get more enlightened on the subject. And then if you have any specific questions, and if you want to interact more, just talk and do those things, you can always use the comments down below to make questions on this video here. And if you want to just interact, just comment. I'll answer. Probably it may not be immediately, but I try to answer everyone, so it's not something that you'll stay without. So yeah, just dare yourself. Don't be afraid of nothing here. No one here, unless it's being rude or those things which I find very negative, but otherwise you're totally free here to do whatever you like. You know what I mean? This is for us. This is not just for me or for a specific person. Well, I hope I see you soon, okay? Don't forget and keep posting. Next one is Fly High Sim. Fly High Sim says your videos are pretty cool. I subscribed a while ago and I haven't seen a video from you in a long time, but when it popped up on my subscription box, I had to click it as quickly as possible. Ahaha, keep it up. Oh my, well, guys, this is the reason why this gives me strength. This is a specific motive, because Fly High Sim gave me a huge compliment. I feel very lucky to have people that really enjoy and find funny to hear me, because I find myself to be really weird. I find myself to speak in a language that is not mine. I may sound like we see on videos Italian, oh, I'm gonna murder him. You know what I mean? Like that sort of. I don't know how I sound to you guys, but I hope you guys enjoy. And this for me makes my day, makes me happy, makes me smile. Thank you so much, Fly High Sim. And yes, I hope you. I don't know if you're a Simian Liner or not, but whether you are or not, you're very welcome here in this channel, and everyone here is, open to talk with other people and people that are just curious on it. So, oh my God, I really find myself to be overwhelmed. You know what I mean? So when I'm very emotional, when I'm overwhelmed with the love and support that you guys give me, I feel shame. You know what I mean? I don't know why. Maybe because I feel that I don't worth it. I don't know. So here we go. Sandy says, oh, I don't know how to say this. 900. Well, I was born in 77, so I don't know how to say the year. My God. It was in the 1977. I hope I'm saying it correctly, because I know I'm probably not. But Simians don't age the same way as others. The heart is light as a feather, therefore you don't maintain the heaviness of the world that ages you. Well, this is Sandy. I clearly don't know you, but I would like to, because I think this is a very deep statement, and it's so true. So this is another realm of things that I will talk later for sure, but Sandy just brought it up, and very well, because this is really a subject that is quite interesting. So Simian Liners don't age the same. This is true. This is true. And why they don't age the same? How can I explain this? Because this has a lot of factors here. So they don't age the same because we've all heard about metabolism, right? So Simian Liners, I would put it like this. Simian Liners, they all have a really high metabolism. And high metabolism in a normal person makes it age, because it accelerates everything. It works a lot. It's like a car that is on 200 kilometers an hour all the time. So it kind of F's the motor. But for Simian Liners, that sort of speedness that they have inside also, because we're genetically a bit different, because I already talked about the tweaks. This is like a small tweak, because it's physically expressive. We can see it. It's different, but genetically it had to be different as well to form physically this sort of expression or line. So I would say that for us, the acceleration also creates some sort of, it speeds up the regeneration, if it makes sense. So when we fall or something like that, we also heal and get better faster than a normal person. We can always go down really fast as well when being healed and so forth, but we regenerate very fast, because that's part of our energy. You see, our energy can regenerate things. So we age a little bit slower, that's true. It's around 10 to 15 years It can be a little bit more, but it's around this period. My mother is one of those statements. If you see my mother, she passed all her life with this sort of difference, 10 to 15 years difference of people thinking that she was younger and she was not. So yeah, good point, and I hope you guys talk more about the aging process in Simian Liners, okay? See you soon, Sandy. Keep posting, keep commenting, and I hope to see you more here in the channel. Next question is for Dennis Olquino, I think the name. He says, I have a Simian line on both my hands. What does it mean? I always feel abnormal. So don't feel abnormal, please. Don't feel that you're weird or that you're feeling differences and that you're not a normal person, because you are. Just make sure that you see my videos first. Make sure that you read people's comments, and if you have any questions more specifically, just ask underneath here, or if you just want to discuss things, just comment, and probably anyone or all of us can answer you back and give you some support. And why do you feel abnormal? Because there's a lot of reasons for you to feel abnormal. You see what I mean? I cannot really have a specific connection if you just put it out there in a very general way. So yes, don't feel abnormal. Please try to figure it out what's happening first and see the things, and after that you can talk again with me, or just comment here and make a question for everyone to see and may answer you as well. So next question is for M.O. Graham. He says, he does put a big text. He said, the purpose of Simis is to help with balancing the level. First, you need to create balance within yourself, and when you mastered your energy's intensity, then you can start helping on the outside to create balance. I think Simian holders are kind of like light workers of sorts, and I truly love my family tribe, and for all of us, we are our purpose. We just need to enhance it. Do you be mindful of having a positive impact on others. Oh my god. Well, this, in energy wise, I felt love, a lot of love on this sentence. I love you too. I don't know you, but I love you too. As a matter of fact, there's not one person that comment, there's not one person here that I don't really enjoy a lot. I would cherish them. I'll try to answer back with the most loving answers that I can, and in a way I would like to all to receive a hug and something from me in a more positive way, you know what I mean? So I'm very happy to see what you read. It's totally true. Our purpose is to create balance. Our purpose is, once we are enlightened with this sort of knowledge and energy, we can do things, we can change things. And for sure, like he says, or her, I don't know, you need to create balance within yourself and then put it out there for others. The problem is that a lot of you guys, like me and everyone that has a Simian line, and probably everyone in the world, not just Simian liners, let's not create this sort of extreme difference, because it's not. There's a lot of things that are totally relatable with people that don't have this line, or normal people. So yes, we all need to figure it out within ourselves first in order to give to others. And this is really hard. This is the work of our lifetime. This is what humans tend to spend their life here doing. They are born, and then they live their entire lives trying to figure this out till they die. So if you do a positive impact on that lifeline, on that timeline of life, it creates ripples, and it stays, it remains, and it infectates. No, it doesn't have. It doesn't exist. It does poison others. It does poison. It spreads to others because it remains stable. So yes, That's totally true, and I hope you can keep commenting and keep loving people like I think I love as well. And thank you. Why do I sometimes when I'm talking with you guys, I think this is my last one. Oh no, it's not. I think this is the last one. I have one last question. It was a lot of questions, and sometimes I don't know if you notice this when I speak, because I tend to speak. I have a focus in front of me. See, this light here is a focus, so it's so strong that I'm filming on my laptop, so it has like a small light here where you guys see me, but the light is so strong that when I'm reading, I tend to look to the light. So sometimes you see me look to the light or doing like this because I'm sort of being blinded by the focus, like I am right now, because I just looked at it a lot. So now I cannot read what Bo Smith said a year ago, but I'm gonna try. So he says, a year ago when I returned and create another video, he says, and Bo Smith is a very important person, and I'll explain you why. He says, welcome back, Periki brother. And Periki brother, it's because of a legend called the Perikis in the Maraca, and it's called the Legend of Periki. They have a website here on the web, and it's mind blowing. It's something that once you read, you go like, oh wow, it changed my life. It will change yours. I will do a video on the unlocking moments about it, because that was for me one strong one, but I will continue reading what he says. Welcome back, Periki brother. It is great to see you still spreading the word on our Simian lines and how our presence on this planet, in this place, in time, is for the balance of the world and its people and all life here. Many more of those with the Simian lines are making their way to us and finding out more about what this means for them and where to go from that knowledge. With videos like yours, a few have found a light in the dark towards knowing more about themselves and are now able to plot courses to finding out more. I would add to allow those who watch your videos that can find us on Facebook in more than a few groups dedicated to the Simian line, and we always have more room for newly awakened Simian Liners to join in our discussions or just to watch and absorb what information we have gathered about our lines in all aspects of research, including scientific, philosophic and historical avenues in relation to these rare attributes. Keep up the good work, and again, welcome back to the front lines of getting the word out about the Simian line, my brother. We look forward to seeing more videos as soon as you get them up. Okay, so this is, I think, I'm not sure, but I think that Bo Smith is the person that he's connected with the Periki and Maraca Simian line story, because I believe he's the grandson of the guy that told the story about this line. So I'm not sure. I hope that if Bo can watch us here, he can enlighten us and tell a little bit in here in the comments. I would like to talk with you for sure. I will write you. I would like to understand some things, probably talk with you and put it out here in the channel so people can know or create a, I don't know. I'm trying to do some sort of connection with other people and putting in video, like me interviewing people, doctors and stuff like that. So if you have any ideas, just put it down below, things that I could do, things that you would like me to see doing. So yes, this journey is not even close to a middle. It's just on the tiny top of the beginning for me and for you guys. I hope you guys come with me on this journey. This was my first official Q&A about Simian lines. I hope I answer a lot of you. I hope a lot of you can answer back to a lot of you. So yes, keep sharing these videos, because we're finding people with this line more and more, and that are hidden, that they don't understand. I don't know if it's in the end term, I don't know if it's that rare as they call it, but let's put it out there so people can know, people can recognize these traits. It doesn't mean that we have to go out there and say to everyone, listen, I'm different, I have a trait that it's really similar to Down syndrome and this and that, because they will make fun of us. They will not take us seriously. But once people that don't know us see that we have a mindset that is very, very focused, very organized, and that means cleverness, that means intelligence. So we cannot accept to be called less than we are, but we have to understand that the more than we are, it's to help and not any other purpose in this world. You cannot go after money, you cannot go after those things just because you have those abilities to see, foreseen those things. This is to create, like Bo says, Bo Smith, this is to create balance. This is, see the world nowadays? Maybe that's why we're putting ourselves more out there, because this cannot go like this anymore. And I'm just talking now about the world, but this is another subject. So yes, guys, thank you all for commenting. I will answer in another more organized video. Again, more Q&As will come as you are going to create questions and doubts and things like that. So I don't know about the holidays. I hope you guys keep commenting. I will be here no matter what time of the year. I will try, and if I can't, I will tell you guys. But please keep posting, keep sending me love. That helps me a lot. And thank you so much for being here in my channel. I say my channel, but it's our channel. I say my channel because I feel that I have the obligation to create balance. You know what I mean? So, and probably as I expose myself out there, I can help others, because I got to this place by myself. Unfortunately, I had no one that, like Bo, when I was teenager, that told me, oh, listen, you have this or that. So all this that I know now, it was understand by me and by my trials and errors, if that makes any sense for you guys. But I guess it does. So I'll see you guys soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget the bell icon here, otherwise you don't get notices about my releases on videos. And subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me, because it helps me create more platforms with more cool stuff, you know what I mean? Because as you can see, my channel is monetized, so it will help me, and I thank you guys for that. And that's it. Comment down below. I love you so much.